Hello guys and welcome. I wanted to come up with an idea how to add a gaming room to my living room as well, because I still wanted to play games when the family goes to sleep and I have some free time with the boys. So I had an old OptiPlex 755 at home, which you can already see here. It's a half chopped up case, so actually I cut it in half, so created sort of a proof of concept of the proof of concept to see if I can fit this machine behind my TV in the living room. That is standing on a wall mount console. It has approximately 25 centimeters of clearance, so putting some sort of low profile mesh in there seemed to be an obvious choice. This system has multiple issues. The power supply puts out these weird electric noises. You can see cables all around. It still had an old, really slow HDD. The cooling was a big, beefy 120mm proprietary fan, so that was not in the low profile category either. And this system has this weird flipped layout on the motherboard. You can see the video card is actually upside down, so there is no way you can fit a 2-slot video card in there. It has all these leeches hanging out, so definitely a lot to do here. So I decided to pick up 6 components, 4 new and 2 used. The Samsung SSD was a no-brainer. You can go for it anytime. I think it's basically the best choice you can get. I also picked up this ASUS riser cable. It has this section cable layout, which proved to be really useful when working with the cable and flexing it. For the power supply, I went with the entry-level BeQuiet System power 400 watts, so that shall be plenty for this system. The big benefit is the low noise level, and you can see you do not get the regular ketchup mustard cables. The cables are black, nicely sleeved, really a good quality power supply, which is recommended all over the world. Not to go for cheap power supplies, it just doesn't worth it. I also picked up a Bluetooth adapter. I will be using this rig from the couch, so messing around with cable was definitely not an option for me. About the used components, so I picked a GTX 950 from the used market, and also later I picked a Q8400 quad core processor for the setup, because the originally used E6550 performs very poorly. You can see here I'm showing the unboxing of a GTX 1650 Super. It's because at the time of the making of the video I still didn't have the GTX 950. It took me a couple of days to pick it up from a local seller. So I had this video card from another system, and for testing purposes it was more than adequate, so I went for this. And actually it will also return in a later video. You will see why. Okay, so let's steer this puppy up. You can see the proprietary fan connector. This is a 5-pin to 4-pin adapter I had to pick up. You can also see the Noctua fans are used instead of the original ones. Hell man, those are still pretty ugly, but actually I found an application where those really look nice that is coming in separate videos, so stay tuned for that. You can also say that the Noctua fans actually cost more than the whole OptiPlex system, and you are absolutely right. But anyway, I had them, so I could use them for this application. The thing I hated the most in the base build was the power supply. So it had this coil whine. I didn't really trust it anymore. So basically I expected to blow it up anytime. Though I have to mention that power-wise, most probably it would have been enough for this system. I bought this 6670 like 10 years ago when I wanted to play Diablo 3 with it. Also at that time I had to be very cautious to buy a one slot video card. That's already performing very poor. It's a DDR3 version, basically good for nothing. It's just, you know, giving picture and that's it. So everything went together nice and snug, so let's fire up this puppy and see if it posts. Oh yeah, everything was working really nice. The system posted. I can't install Linux. I went for some latest Ubuntu release. Perfectly fine for gaming, at least for me, to play CSGO. So thanks for watching. In the next episode you will see the actual wall mount build, so stay tuned. See you next time.